So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, classmates. I am Jumin El Abid. So, my topic is all about pricing strategy. Pricing strategy is a method a business uses to set the price of each product or services. The pricing strategy is important because it helps a company achieve its financial goals, attract customers, and stay competitive. So, classmates, I'm going to talk about the old pricing strategy. It relies on the fact that consumers highly value their time when evaluating prices. There is an increasing time cost associated with examining each additional digit within any given number, which means that when examining a price, the first digit carry more weights than the last ones. This strategy is based on the idea that consumers unconsciously value their time when assessing prices. The key concept here is when we look at a price, our mind focus more on the first digit and give less attention to the last ones. For example, if a product is priced at 4.99 dollars, we often perceive it's a closer to $4 rather than $5. Why does this happen? Research suggests that there is mental cost in evaluating every digit in a number. Since the first digit carry the most weight, we make quick judgment and don't pay much attention to the small difference in the last digits. This is why you will frequently see prices like 99.99 cent dollars or 19.95 cent dollars in stores. They create the illusion of lower prices while only being slightly less expensive. In short, the old pricing strategy uses human psychology to make prices seem more attractive even if the difference is minimal. It's a small but clever tactic that helps businesses boost sales. In addition, for example, in odd pricing strategy is when Walmart adopt this strategy. They use an 0.75 cent or 97 cent ending on their pricing. Again, they are trying to convey a lower price. They know that the other retailers are using 19.95 cent dollars, so they use 19.88 dollars. It sounds cheaper, it looks cheaper, it is cheaper. The middle class vanished, the cost of living has continued to increase, and people simply have less money than they used to. In addition to that, is widespread in using online shopping where prices can be changed instantly at any time during the day. According to the 1997 study published in the Marketing Bulletin, over 90% of prices in advertising material ending in an odd digit like 9, 7, or 5. So the second strategy is one price policy. A one price policy means that a business charges the same price for a product or service to all customers, regardless of who they are or how they purchase it. Thrift shops have been around for such a long time, and shopping from them is a great way to support sustainable fashion while staying within budget. What makes thrift shopping even more exciting is the fact that can score such cool, unique pieces that probably couldn't find at the nearest fast fashion brand. This is a great example of a one price policy since the products are sold at the same prices. In addition to that, thrift shops have been around for ages and are a fantastic way to shop sustainably while staying within budget. They sell second-hand items, often at fixed, affordable prices. What makes thrift shopping so exciting is that you can find unique and rare pieces that you wouldn't get at fast fashion stores. Thrift shops are a great example of one price policy, where products are sold at the same price to all customers. For instance, a shirt in a thrift shop will have the same price tag whether you are a regular shopper or a first timer. This policy makes pricing fair and transparent, encouraging more people to shop. In short, thrift shopping not only supports sustainable but also shows how one price policies make shopping easier and more inclusive. Optimizing markdown decision. Also, this is a pricing strategy that refers to the process of determining the best timing and amount for price reduction on product to maximize sales, minimize losses, and clear inventory efficiently. In using this strategy, Pure Gold is an example of a company that uses a strategic method to mark down their prices of their goods to clear out space for products more attractive to consumers. A business may reduce selling prices to encourage bargain shoppers to buy. For example, Pure Gold is a company that uses strategic markdowns on their products. They reduce the prices of certain items to make space for newer products that might be more attractive to customers. This tactic is common in retail to clear out old inventory and make room for fresh stock. By lowering prices, businesses like Pure Gold also attract bargain shoppers, encouraging them to buy more. This strategy helps boost sales while managing inventory more effectively. Optional product pricing. This strategy, where businesses offer additional or optional product or services as an extra cost to customers, usually alongside the main product or service. It allows company to increase revenue by providing customer with more choices. In using optional product pricing, Cebu Pacific Airline Flight Selection is a Philippine low-cost airline based on the grounds of Mactan Cebu International Airport, Lapu-Lapu City, Metro Cebu in the Philippines. It is Asia's oldest budget or low-cost carrier online, founded in 1888. Cebu Pacific Airline used optional product pricing strategy, offering additional baggage and meal that comes with the price when customers book a flight. So, I'll talk about how Cebu Pacific, a Philippine low-cost airline, uses optional product pricing. It offers basic flight services at affordable prices, but also uses optional product pricing to generate extra revenue. For example, when booking a flight, passengers can choose to pay for additional options like extra luggage, seat selection, or in-flight meals. These options are not included in the base price but can be added on for a fee, allowing customers to customize their experience based on their needs. This pricing strategy helps Cebu Pacific offer low base prices while still making money for customers who want extra services. Penetration pricing and non-financial objectives. In this pricing strategy, penetration pricing is a strategy where a company set a low price for a new product to quickly attract customers and gain market share. The goal is not just to make money in a short term, but to build a strong customer base and brand presence. In connection with non-financial objectives, this strategy helps businesses achieve goals like increasing brand awareness, building customers' loyalty, and establishing a solid market position. By offering a product at a low price initially, companies can draw attention, gain trust, and create long-term growth that goes beyond just financial profits. In using penetration pricing and non-financial objectives, Utility companies, television, and internet providers are notorious for their use of penetration pricing, much to the chagrin of consumers who see massive sudden increases in their bills. Utility companies like televisions and internet providers use penetration pricing along with non-financial objectives. Utility companies often use penetration pricing when they first introduce new services, offering low prices to attract customers and quickly gain market share. This strategy is great for drawing in new customers, but many consumers find it frustrating when, after the introductory period, their bills suddenly rise to much higher rates. While the main goal is to increase market share and customer base, this company also focus on non-financial objectives like improving brand recognition and building customer loyalty. By offering low prices at the beginning, they hope to make customers feel comfortable with their service, even if the price increase later on. So while penetration pricing helps these companies grow, it also creates some challenges for consumers who experience those price hikes. Utility companies like televisions and internet providers use penetration pricing along with non-financial objectives. Utility companies often use penetration pricing when they first introduce new services, offering low prices to attract customers and quickly gain market share. This strategy is great for drawing in new customers, but many consumers find it frustrating when, after the introductory period, their bills suddenly rise to much higher rates. While the main goal is to increase market share and customer base, this company also focus on non-financial objectives like improving brand recognition and building customer loyalty. By offering low prices at the beginning, they hope to make customers feel comfortable with their service, even if the price increase later on. So while penetration pricing helps these companies grow, it also creates some challenges for consumers who experience those price hikes. For example, regularly offers low introductory prices such as free or steeply discounted premium channels. At the end of the specified period, the price increases. Most consumers continue paying the higher bill, but some jump to a new provider offering an introductory rate. The goal of the example is to illustrate how penetration pricing is used by utility companies to quickly attract customers and gain market shares. By offering low introductory prices like free or discounted premium channels, this company encourages customers to sign up. The long-term goal is to build customer base and increase brand loyalty. Even though the price will rise after the introductory period, this strategy helps companies grow, while some customers may switch providers when they experience the price hike, highlighting both the benefits of the challenges of penetration pricing. Like I talked about earlier, penetration pricing is one of the pricing strategy where a company set a low price for a new product to attract customers, quickly gain market share. Once the product becomes established, the price may be increased. Nintendo used penetration pricing for its gaming console, named the Wii, and how it contributed to the console's success. When the Wii was launched, Nintendo set the price $249.99, which was much lower than its competitors, like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. This low price helped attract a large number of customers quickly, allowing Nintendo to gain significant market share. In addition to its affordable price, the Wii's innovative feature made it even more appealing to consumers. The success of Wii can be largely credited to the pricing strategy. Nintendo only issued on price cut in 2009, reducing the price to $199. Even after this, the Wii maintained the largest market share among its competitors. This example show how penetration pricing can help a company quickly gain traction in the market while building a loyal customer base. In the other pricing strategy, perceived value pricing strategy set the price of a product based on how much customers believe it is worth, rather than the cost of production. It focuses on the value of the product provides the customers, considering factors like quality, brand reputation, and customer experiences. For example, if a brand is well known for high quality, people might be willing to pay more for its product, even if the production cost is low. This strategy focuses on the value customers associated with the product, rather than just the cost to produce it. In short, it's about setting a price that matches the perceived worth of the product in the eyes of the customer. Show My House, one of the food products offered by Bernabes Food Production Inc. that offers steamed pork and shrimp siomai matched with banana kam pandan flavored gulaman. Furthermore, their siomai is served with uniquely concocted chili garlic sauce that make it more appetizing. The pricing strategy of the Siomai House is based on their popularity and what the target market is perceived on their product. Since Siomai House is one of the popular food stall because of its taste and mouth-watering flavors like chicken and pork, the target market or customers are willing to buy their products at any cost. The pricing strategy they use is based on their popularity and how much the target market perceive the value of their product. Since Siomai House is well known for its tasty, mouth-watering flavors like chicken and pork, their customers are willing to pay a premium for the product. This is an example of perceived value pricing, where the prices is influenced by the product's reputation and the strong demand from customers who love the flavors. In short, Siomai House's pricing reflects its popularity and the value customers place on their delicious offering. This example is to show how perceived value pricing works in practice. For Siomai House, their pricing strategy is based on the strong reputation and popularity of their products because customers highly value the taste and unique flavor of their siomai. They are willing to pay higher prices. This strategy helps Siomai House capitalize on the demand created by their product's appeal and establish a strong market position, ensuring continued sales and customer loyalty. The periodic discounting is another pricing strategy where businesses offer discount on products or services at regular intervals, such as weekly, monthly, or during specific seasons. This temporary price reduction encourages customers to make purchases during the discount period. The idea of periodic discounting is when businesses offer discount on their products or services at a regular scheduled intervals. For example, a store might have a sale every month or offer discount during specific season like summer or holidays. The idea behind this strategy is to attract customers to buy during these discount periods. It creates urgency as people know they will get a better price if they make a purchase during the discount time. In short, periodic discounting is a way to boost sales during specific time by offering temporary price reductions. It will help businesses clear out old stock or attract more customers to their stores. This type of discounting is periodic or discounting during special event. When businesses are giving a discount like this, people are driven out to buy something like this because of the lower price offer. This kind of discounting is effective because it attracts customers who are looking for a better deal. The lower price during this special event create urgency to the people, encouraging people to buy something they might not have considered otherwise. Totally, periodic discounting during special event is a smart way for business to increase sale and clear out inventory by offering customer a reason to make a purchase. So in another pricing strategy, the preparatory pricing is where a company set its prices very low, often below cost, to drive competitors out of the market. So the purpose of this pricing strategy is to drive competitors out of the market. Once competitors are eliminated, the company may raise prices to higher levels. This practice is often considered anti-competitive and can be illegal in many countries. Company lower its prices so much, even below cost, to push competitors out of the market. Once the competitor is gone, the company can raise prices again. It considered unfair and is illegal in many places. The technical term for this is preparatory pricing and it's illegal under US antitrust law, dropping prices with the intent to monopolize. This practice is illegal under US antitrust law because it's considered unfair and anti-competitive. The law prevents companies from using preparatory pricing to monopolize the market and harm consumers. In short, while preparatory pricing might help a company dominate a market, it's illegal because it can harm competition and consumers. In using preparatory pricing, this company is one of the examples that use preparatory pricing. They are claiming that Uber has used its royalty billions of dollars in funding to undercut competitors with preparatory pricing, losing money on every UberX and UberXL ride in San Francisco with the expectation of reaping extraordinary future returns. Ride-sharing startup Uber has run roughshod over traditional taxi businesses across the country. A popular ride-sharing startup, Uber, has been accused of using billions of dollars in funding to lower its prices so much that it undercuts competitors, like traditional taxi services. This strategy involves Uber losing money on rides, like UberX and UberXL, in places like San Francisco. The idea behind this is that Uber expects to gain market dominance and make large profits later once the competition is gone. This practice of preparatory pricing has led to a lawsuit. Flywheel Taxi, former DeSoto Cab, a San Francisco taxi company, is fighting back in court, claiming that Uber pricing strategy is unfair and harms their business. In short, Uber use of preparatory pricing has raised legal concerns at it can drive competitors out of the market and hurt consumers in the long run. Price sensitivity is other pricing strategy refers to how much the price of a product or service affect a customer decision to buy it. If customers are highly price sensitive, they are more likely to compare prices and choose the cheaper option. So in price sensitivity, the degree to which a customer buying decision is influenced by the price of a product or services. If a customer is highly price sensitive, small changes in price like discount or a price increase can have a big impact on their decision to buy. For example, if two similar products are available, a price sensitive customer will likely choose the cheaper option. On the other hand, if a customer is less price sensitive, they might be willing to pay a higher price for a product they value more, regardless of the price difference. In short, price sensitivity helps businesses understand how customers react to pricing and adjust their pricing strategies accordingly. In using price sensitivity, Buko Coco is one of the popular food cart businesses. It was established to give smooth and refreshing taste of Buko shake and ready-to-drink juices. Go grab one with a dash of pandan, milk, and others. It is a customer and services oriented company that boasts of wide logistics nationwide. Customer concerns are addressed promptly, and there have been open communication with the business partners and personnel. These practices that ensure the maintenance of the quality of the stores in every aspect including service training, operation and product standardization. Buko Coco is known for its refreshing buko shake and ready-to-drink juices with a flavor like pandan milk and more. The company is customer-oriented and ensure high quality service through good communication, service training, and product standardization. They also have nationwide logistics, making their product easily accessible. The price of small butter their buko shake is 35 pesos, which is an affordable price point for many customers. Since Buko Coco focuses on offering a quality product at a reasonable price, they are catering to customers who are price sensitive. This means that by keeping the price low and offering value, they attract more customers who are conscious of cost but still want a great product. In short, Buko Coco's pricing strategy consider price sensitivity by offering their products at a competitive price to maintain customer satisfaction and loyalty. Price differentiation is another pricing strategy where a company charges different prices for the same product or service based on the factor like customer segment, location, time, or quantity purchased. This allows businesses to maximize revenue by catering to different types of customer. Price differentiation is when a company charges different prices for the same product or services depending on various factors such as the type of customers, location, time, or how much is purchased. This strategy helps businesses maximize their profits by catering to different customer needs and willingness to pay. For example, a movie theater might charge a lower prices for morning showings and higher prices for evening shows because people are more willing to pay for a late night experience, or a company might offer discount to students or seniors while charging regular prices for the other customers. The goal of price differentiation is to reach more customers by adjusting price based on what each group willing to pay, increasing overall revenue while still offering value to different segments. So, in price differentiation, allows company to offer different prices for the same product based on the target market. In the case of jewelry, such rings, the price can vary depending on the customer segment. For example, stores like Just Gift and Unisilver offer budget-friendly rings for the middle lower class, which are still attractive and durable. These products are meant to cater to customers who want something affordable but still long-lasting. At the same time, this store also offer higher price rings for customers seeking better quality by adjusting the price based on the customer segment, whether it's a budget-conscious shopper or someone looking for luxury. This store can maximize their revenue. The price differences help the business make higher profits from premium customer while offering discount or lower cost option to attract more customers. In short, price differentiation in jewelry allows businesses to cater to various customer needs and create a broader market by adjusting prices to suit different segments. That's all my report. I hope you learned something. Thank you everyone and may Allah bless you all.